Floodland Spring Tide update is upon us, and today we're going to attempt to rebuild society in this post-apocalyptic colony sim. Now, I would like to say a huge thanks to Ravenscourt and also PlayOn for sponsoring this video. I will put a link to this game in the description, so if you are interested, do check the link out below. Today we're going to start off with a new game. I have played it a little bit already, but as you can see, there are 8 new leaders to choose from, each of them with their own clan trait, which will help us to build our settlement. We get various perks, but this also causes a little bit of contention depending on which world view they have. Along with these new leaders, we also have a new starting island layout. So we are going to start this new world. I would like to choose someone that has relatively good perks when it comes to either exploring, this could be quite good for us, or perhaps someone who's good at harvesting resources. Let's go with this one. Ooh, should we go to struggle for survival? Let's see if we can survive this. And the idea is this world is post-apocalyptic. There's been a huge tsunami that has caused the world to become flooded, and the remnants of civilization are starting to come back and rebuild. And we are in charge, and this is our story. And as you can see, this is our first little start point. We have our little settlement here, and if we pause this really quickly, you can see we've got our people down here. We can zoom in and out, which is really nice. But at the moment, we have 10 members in our community. 5 of them don't have any work, and that won't happen until we start building up this settlement and start giving them jobs. But you can see here we have various buildings that we can search, for example this one here, and depending on what we find, we will probably be given some new resources or new members to our community. So we're going to start off here with it being on a more difficulty than what I'm used to. I think we're going to start off by searching this area and harvesting a load of the food around us. By also searching and exploring, it's using the 5 people that are currently in here and allowing us to search out this fog of war. You'll see if we speed up very quickly, we'll have a member come out here. There he is, this person here. And they're going to fire up a flare, and it's going to reveal the area. And this is a big map. You can see various buildings down in the background, a rundown factory that we can go over to, or an industrial chimney. You can see we've got a fair amount of food. And if we click on here, you can see that we have the opportunity to search. As you can see, this is for these various materials, but here we can potentially find some people. So we're going to search them out first and foremost, whilst also exploring the area for more food because we're going to need it. There we go. Our people have enough food to get started, and we need to find the scouts hiding in the nearby ruins, which I presume are these over here. And we found the first of the scouts that we sent out before us, and they're giving us 70 water, 100 rubbish, which you'll use as basic building materials to get started with. Think of it as like items that we're reclaiming from a ruined world, as well as 10 clanless people. So we can invite them to join us, but it's going to cost us 40 food. And at the moment, we're already at -10 food a day. So we have to be really careful that we don't run out of food, because that's going to starve people, and starving people tend to die. Same with water. So once we accept them, we're going to have to start building up our settlement, which is what we'll hopefully be able to do now. So we have our first research point from finding the scouts, and that will allow us to hopefully settle down. And we can do that first of all by upgrading this to a small storage, but for that we're going to need 300 rubbish. So we're going to have to find, down here. This is going to be good for us. The first thing that we're going to want to do is some research. So if we go to exploration, we can unlock the small storage here. It only costs 1 research point. And then once we've harvested this, we'll be able to build the small storage, which will allow us to start building a colony and pool all of our resources together. So let's wait for all of these scouts to come back and allow us to start harvesting all of this rubbish that's around here. Whilst we're waiting to harvest all this, I do want to mention a little bit about this update. So it's taken 4.5 months for them to develop this, and they've fixed a lot of issues that people had with the first rendition of the game. But along with that, they've also added a load... Ooh, what's this? They've added a load more of these little notes that you can find in houses and buildings, as well as other islands to explore. This is giving us a little bit of lore about what's happened in the world around us. Another thing that I should mention is that we haven't unlocked it yet. Once you unlock the forager hut, I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, so along from the forager hut, the forager house, these are all various technologies that we can unlock. They also have the mushroom picker's hut, and this is a new building that they've added to the update to help with these mushroom clusters and making sure that they're not going off too quickly. But we're going to continue on now, hopefully unlock this first and foremost, which we can upgrade now, and then from here we're going to want to start unlocking other technologies. We'll probably be able to do that as soon as this is upgraded. You can see via this yellow dot, we've unlocked a new technology here, which is the tents. Obviously, we need to house our people, and eventually we can upgrade them to shacks, houses, or homes. Let's start off with building a few little huts. We have, if we look here, 20 homeless people, and each of these house 3 people. And I'm not great at maths, but I think that is, 7 huts that we need to build? So if we start, we'll try and keep it orderly for once and have them built like that. And here we are, a new day has dawned. By building some tents, we've also unlocked 10 research for us to play around with. And you can see our next mission is to build a supply of edible plants. Same with fresh water, and also gather rubbish. Now these big, large rubbish piles, we can keep using, they're renewable resources. So all the rubbish is being brought with the tide to these spots. And so we're going to be able to constantly or consistently keep harvesting the resources. But in order to build the resource hut that we need, we're going to have to unlock that. So first off, let's unlock rubbish, which is going to cost us 3 technology points. And then if we go to growth, we're able to build this or unlock this sorting hut, which costs us 2 research points. This allows us to collect that rubbish. And then the other thing that we needed is a way of getting fresh food and fresh water. So we have the water still, which we can unlock. And then we also have 4 more research points, which, funnily enough, is just enough for both the forager hut and the fishing dock. But let's get building. So down here we have the various tabs for what we need. In survival, we have the water still. Let's place this over here for now, something that's quite nearby to our camp. And then we can also build a forager's hut. Ooh, would you look at that? Just in the radius of all 3 of these. Very efficient by our standards. And we can also add a sorting hut down here, which will allow us to harvest the 3 rubbish piles here. And as we build these, you'll note that they're able to hold a certain amount of workers. So this one, the sorting hut can hold 2, and I think the water still's the same, yeah. And the same with the forager's hut. Now we have 10 people currently available. So we have the 10 working here and an excess 10. So we'll be able to hopefully expand in a little bit. So let's just have a look around. all of this is deep water, so we can only explore in this direction for the time being. Now we do have a slight problem here. We're waiting to harvest the resources on the large rubbish pile before we can finish building this. Luckily, we were able to build this first prior to building this, but we are running out of food. We have 15 currently, and we're running at -20 a day. So we're going to have to collect as much of this food as we can possibly find. Ooh, and what's this? We have a radio tower which we can reclaim, and a ruined house. Maybe once we've set up all of this, we'll be able to search them out. And here we are, we've squared away most of our basic needs. This is a good first step. We can't find anything if we're starving to death or dying of dehydration. I mean, I agree with that. After all, civilizations consist of people, and people are biological beings with biological limitations and biological needs. Thank you, Nicole. So we've now provided ourselves with a supply of edible plants or fish. We could actually do with sending up some fish. We'll do that next. We also have access to clean water. Not enough at the moment. We're still in the negatives, especially for food. Goodness me. We need a kitchen, because we've got a lot of risky food that I do not want my people to eat. And also gather a supply of rubbish. And with that, we have research, which allows us to unlock some more stuff. So let's get a kitchen on the go. Ooh, maybe at the end here. Yeah, I think that works. Let's get a study on the go. This will allow us to start bringing in some research points. Let's do it there. The further people have from their tent to their place of work, the less efficient it is. So ideally you want everything, at least when you're starting out, to be close together. But we're going to speed along a bit further now. And here we have our first event. Now there have actually been a load of new events added. I think about 10 new ones. But these progress with the story and give you dilemmas for your people. And depending on what you choose, perhaps it's good or perhaps it's not so good. Especially once you have more clans within your group. At the moment, we just have our clan here. But you can see our clan definitely supports the forbidding of any betting. So it might be best to go with that. I think this is pretty good. You know, let them bet, but the loser is to give a part of the gains to the common vault. I think that's good for us. I think that's a good idea, even if they want to ban it. I think people need a little bit of fun in their life. So let's go with this. I must say, I like it. We've got 20 people who are upset. You can see over here we have various buildings that we can explore. Oh, there's people here as well. Unfortunately, because they're just out of bounds, we can't reach them. Area unreachable. So how we're going to expand this way is we need to build another small storage nearer. Oh goodness me, there's no room. Oh no, going to have to place it over here, and this will expand our radius for the island, allowing us to work further away. Actually, it's not too bad placing it here because we have a lot of resources to gather. With us having unlocked specializations, you can see here, we currently have the old world relics available, but we can switch to using textbooks or Scholars Debate, which just uses people to produce research, but it just takes a lot longer. But we'll continue with this for now. Now we've just unlocked the new storage area. So we're going to remove, well, you can see we've removed 5 of our workers from here, and we're going to place them up here. And the reason for that is we now have an extended exploration range, and now we can start researching or exploring this area. But also we could do with more people because we're running out of water and we don't have enough people to cater for all the buildings. So if we explore there, we'll be able to get started on another water still. Place it there. Oh, actually, Let's cancel that and place it. We can rotate buildings by middle mouse button clicking. It just makes it a little bit tighter. And then after that, I want to reclaim this. Fantastic! We have found some more people. They are asking for 25 water. Lucky we have some, actually. So we're now able to reclaim the radio tower. Restore it and then use it to locate the remaining groups of scouts. So we can reclaim this, but we're going to need a load more resources. We need 800 rubbish and 200 rubble. We're currently rebuilding the radio tower, or reclaiming it. You can do this with various other buildings. So you can see over here, we've reclaimed this, allowing us to house 5 more people, but we don't actually need it for the time being. The hope is we do find some more people though, because currently we've reached our limit. We have people overworked and we have places that we haven't been able to fill. Apparently this is rebuilt, which means we can perform a radio transmission. Start transmission. Costs 1 battery. We have 4, that's fine. And I guess currently we're transmitting and hoping that someone will respond to us. Oh wait, prepare for new flooded factory. So we can now prepare to send a team on an expedition. So we can add people. We'll have to free some up. We can take rations, take construction materials, district maker technology. Oh, so if we unlock this, we'll be able to build, is that right? Build a settlement? District maker. Allows to transform a Pathfinder camp into a storage during expeditions. On distant islands, allows us to create new districts and expand our reach. We need that. How much is it? 10. Perfect. Okay, we'll unlock that and we will prepare a new expedition. And we'll take rations for, I think we should take a rations for a week, and construction materials, seeing as we have so many available. Will they be able to get across without water? Without boats? Oh, they're here. We can follow them. That's kind of cool. So they're heading across now. I think we've now inhabited this area. They can do their own thing. New clan discovered. Interesting. There are people living here. They have lived here for a few months now, tough ones. Yet now some of them, tired of this place, would like to join us in exchange for being accepted to our settlement. They offer valuable medicines. Well, that looks like a sick person. That doesn't look like medicine. Well, if you bring in medicines, I guess we can accept you. Here we go. So we now have a second group of people joining our clan. If we go to... Oh, this is district manager. So we have 1 district here. We have salmon country that we've just unlocked. It's currently developing the storage. Clan relations. So here we have the 2 different clans, and we've got it's like a balancing act. Depending on what choices we make, they are going to either like it or dislike it, and the same with their liking towards the other tribes. So it could become a little bit difficult. Here we go, a new district has been established. All 19 members of the Pathfinder camp have become residents in the new district. So much for them being sick of the place. Epidemic has started. Oh no! No, that's not good. I knew they looked sick, that wasn't medicine. They didn't give us any medicine, they just gave us sick people. Well, the good news is, they're all on this island, so they're not going to be contagious over here. Yeah, it's these 2 people that are sick. Right, let's see if we can unlock something to heal them. Well-being, maybe? Medical tent, this is what we need. Okay, here we have our medical tent. No supplies. Well, they've just grabbed them from there. We are currently working at a minus 18.5 a day to food and minus 11 to water. So we are going to have to build up some kind of way to get food and water to this settlement ASAP. So I've just noticed that along with searching this out, we can also over here reclaim this flooded factory. And from there, we'll be able to, by the looks of it, produce 20 scrap per day. Not that we need it at the moment, we've got plenty. But that looks very interesting to me. We did it! We survived the pandemic. Fantastic. So what law-abiding? That is the next thing. Okay, so we can now unlock laws which are going to affect our clans. About time to introduce some real structure. Why did we even wait for her to give us the signal? What does this one say? The law is a tool to help shape how people act. So in order to do that, we can go down to the law tab, and from here, oh my goodness me, there is a lot of, like, I love how much they've developed these trees. So we have a huge law tree here, but also technology as well. As you've seen, each of these have quite the tech tree to unlock, which I'm really liking. But anyway, let's go into law, community law. So we can establish this one for free, and it unlocks either the bonfire or the canteen. And here we've unlocked the recreation tab. So if we build a bonfire, this will affect the 27 that are here, or we could do it in Salmon Country and affect the 19 there. Let's start off with one here. And you know what? I'm also going to reclaim this. I think, why not? We'll need to... Oh, wait, I don't have the resources. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to reclaim this. We also need some more people. Not sure. How do we do that? Can we search out... We can prepare a new expedition. What are we looking for? People! When do we want it? Now! Let's prepare a new party. And they're off! All three of them. Ooh. Wow, what is this? An old mansion. I want this to myself. Look at that. Helipad on top as well. It was definitely a good idea sending them all the way over here. Yay, we have some new people. We've met some people here. They'd like to join us. Do you want them in our settlement? Why not? So let's build up, or we'll select the lower tier building for a bit. Add those there. Ooh, we'll get some terraforming. And there's some more fish over here, so we'll unlock that as well for food. And we'll need a field kitchen as well. Yeah. We definitely need some piers being built now, so that we can start sending people between the three little colonies that we've got. Oh, fantastic! We've unlocked the next chapter. I don't want to go on too much further, so we will do the factory now and start getting some production on the go, but I don't want to spoil this for you. It says look for a big chimney. Is this it? No. Here, this is the industrial chimney. This is the power plant that we need to unlock. The next thing, looking over at community law, we can unlock one of these. What's this one? Leader's speech. Establish a law for free. Okay, let's do that. Oh no, it's not even occurred to me. So we have two leaders, don't we? Depending on what we pick, they're going to be, the other clan's going to be annoyed. Let's say how everyone is independent within the community. I think this is probably the best one to go for. Oh, everyone's upset! Well, that wasn't great. Well, I suppose it could be worse. They could be like at each other's throats. And we now have a pier ferrying people across. So I'm trying to bring the excess people from this location back to our mainland so that we can focus on the research again. Also getting that wood on the go. So, oh, we can build this. Fantastic. Let's reclaim that. We've done it. We've built ourselves a factory. I'm only going to get one person on the go for now working in here. That would give us 20 a day. 60. Yeah, let's do this. That is pretty good. I'm pretty happy that we've got that on the go now. So we've now got a working factory. We're building a farm currently, though we need more wood. No surprise there. I've just noticed there's an insect hut. Oh, lovely. The protein we need, not the protein we want. But we're going to build them now. I must admit, I love the music in this game. They've got some really great tunes. It just leaves me like wanting to sing along, but I'll save you the trauma. Let's build the bakery there. We have enough wood for that. Come on, build it. Build it. Oh no, we don't have enough wood. Okay, that's being built. What about this one? We need more wood. The only problem is that the clans are gradually getting further and further away from being friendly with one another. Something that we really need to focus on. And obviously we can do this in the lore section, but there's just so many choices. Could we go with feasting? We don't really have enough food for that. And they've actually added more laws since the update as well. As if it wasn't enough. Goodness me, they've done a good job with this. I'll have to ponder on it a little longer. But guys, do check out the link in the description. If this game appeals to you, if you like colony management sims and you like the post-apocalyptic setting, do check out the link in the description. I must admit, I'm having a blast with this. I think I want to try it on a harder difficulty, to be honest. Flag and customs. Unrest is modified by -10 for all clans. Yay! Pass the proposed law. Both of them are happy with that. Let's do it. Fantastic. Well, guys, we're going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this look at Floodland. If you did, please do hit the thumbs up. And obviously, a huge thank you does go to Ravenscourt and PlayOn for sponsoring this video. But guys, we are going to leave it there. Special thanks does go to our amazing supporters on Patreon, most notably our Totalxclipse patrons, James Owen, Firefless, and Treble, as well as our Lunas, the Calamity Ben, Star, Shoku the MN Wolf, and that Dude AW, as well as our Blood Moon of the Day, which today is Scooter. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.